What is up, guys? Welcome back. It is Tube Tuesday, and I know that we just flew this airplane a couple days ago, but today's going to be a little bit different because we're using the CIVA down here. I watched the tutorial. I haven't done it, but I think I can kind of figure it out. So I've got a nav log with all of our points. We're currently in Dallas-Fort Worth, and we're going to plan on flying to Little Rock if everything goes smoothly. And I've got the nav log here that has the GPS coordinates that we're going to need to put in to the CIVA. Also doing the Dallas 4 departure, which is one of the few non-RNAVs out of Dallas. So we'll follow a VOR on departure. I'm assuming we're going to be going south, so 160 degrees to Maverick, and then we'll make a left turn to start our GPS with the CIVA if everything goes right. Fingers crossed, this could be a short stream if I get lost. I chose a place in the country that had relatively clear weather in case, we get to Little Rock or we get near Little Rock and I, can't see anything and don't know what I'm doing. So, with that said, let's go ahead and get this started. Let me pull up a flight plan. We'll get a load in here. Actually, first thing, let's put on the GPU. To our engineer station, we'll go battery on, external power on. While I'm over here, go ahead and set up our air conditioning system. Bleeds are all on, packs are on, normal outflow, gas per fan, I'm guessing. We'll leave that on. Still haven't figured out what a gas per fan is, and we're going northeast. Total flight distance is 273. So we'll actually go to 27,000 feet, actually. That'll work. Landing altitude in Little Rock is... 266 feet.
170 and intercept the localizer to setting. Thank you. This is 520.
Auto. Turn our hydraulics on now. Get somebody out there doing a little walk around action. So APU, you on external power. There we go. And nav lights, that should do for initial setup.
Exeter 520 cleared ILS approach runway 24 right.
Here's what we want. So we need a zero fuel weight of 131,400 pounds, and we are currently at 125.
Exeter 520 cleared ILS approach runway 24 right. Clear the ILS 24 right, Exeter 520.
I found that I like the center of gravity a little bit more forward here. It seems like particularly when you're slow, the plane has a tendency to want the tail to drop, which increases the angle of attack, and if you're slow, that's all sorts of bad. So we'll just leave it there. And block fuel needs to be 23,300, and we are at 25. Take a little bit out of here. $23,510, that works. Double check, zero fuel, 131.5, total fuel, 23.5. Actually, 23.3. Nice. There we go. And while we're thinking of it, we'll go ahead and set our speed bugs for takeoff. So V1 and V rotate both 124 knots. V2 is 136, somewhere in there. Flap retraction, 15 degrees at 146. So we'll start flap retraction there and need to be clean by 210. So start retraction there, clean at 210. And stabilizer trim for takeoff is 5.91. Good enough. Alright, now that we got power, let's start working on this little baby.
Exit jet 520, hold the speed 170 knots.
Turn it off, so let's go to...
118.35.
Oh, I'm scared already.
Thank you, exit 520.
Standby. And I guess we're going to have to go align. And just like any IRS system, Savage Monster, what's up? Just like any other inertial reference system, we have to put a position in here for this to align on. So right now at Dallas, we are at, going to go north. Oh, nope, clear. So we got north on there, 3254.7, 3254.7.
We have the field site west.
Insert.
1175. Thanks.
And we are at 97,335. Oh. Sorry. What am I doing? West 97,335.
West at 1175, advise 24 right in sight. You have it.
3.
We have the field site west at 1175.
Insert. Alright, so that is our position, which would be 0. So we have 10 that we can put in, and that's fine because our navlog, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and only 6 of those are going to be in the computer. We're using the first one is going to be the Maverick VOR, which while I'm thinking of it, I'll go ahead and put that in our nav down here. And I believe that this desire track system, so this needs to decrease. This is going to...
2621, descent 6000.
Failure Friday. I don't know, man. What do you want to see? You can choose. Desire track. Alright, so this number needs to decrease. I think you want it below 5. So we'll let that start doing its thing, and I'll set up the rest of this stuff. First VOR 113.1. I have the 8. Oh, no, I don't have the A350. I have the King Air. 113.1.
Air Transat 2621, descent 6000. Descent 6000, Air Transat 2621.
And we'll go ahead and get our weather.
Kilo Delta Foxtrot Whiskey Airport information. Echo 1453 Zulu. Weather wind 107 at 6. Visibility 10. Sky clear. Temperature 192.10. Altimeter 3015. Advise on initial contact. You have information. Echo.
Information Echo. No, I don't have the 787. I have for tubes. I've got the 737,
Kilo
obviously the 757, the 767, the A320, the MD-88. This one, the 727, and actually I'll show you real quick while I'm waiting for some stuff. There's my tubes. 737s, 747s, the default, it sucks. 757, a series of 767s. The 777 kind of sucks, so I don't really fly it that much. 727, A320, MD-88, and the E-Crafts E145. Altimeter 3015. Alright, so let's go here, back down here. Now we're going to add our waypoints, I believe. So there's 0. .32, 547, and then west. So I should have it. Should be 97, 335.3. There we go. So there's number. We want this one to be number 1. So after the VOR, we're going to go to Nobly, which is 3304.94 north. 3304. west. Zero 96 12 75. Oh, no, no. Dude, we're gonna get so lost. 09619. Nine 619.9. There we go. Number 3, Cobug, north. Thirty-three 17.3. Or do you round up? I'm guessing you would round up because it's 0.38, so I'm gonna go 0.4. Inserts, and then the second west. Zero 95 37.7. Here we go, number 3. Ortro. Go north. 3341. 0.5. And west. 094. 0.8. And our final one, number 4, is the Little Rock VOR. So if we make it that far, I could always switch to nav. We'll be able to track it there, and it's just to the southeast of the airport. So no big deal. So we'll go insert north, 3440.7. There you go. And west. 092. 0.8. All right, I think we're done. While we're thinking about it, let's get clearance delivery.
Delivery at the end, 140.
And regional ground on west side, 121.85. Alright, so we're on nav for departure, I think. Let's look at the... So we're going to be departing to the south from runway 18 right. And we'll make a slight left turn to the Maverick VOR 160 radial. So I'll put that on the CDI. 15.
I'll tell you, 5 Foxtrot, there's the zone via the Birdo 6 departure,
Actually,
launch
that
and
means me.
transition, flight plan route, depart runway 24 right, squawk 0526.
There we go. So that means we're reading 2, you can see on the arrow on the CDI, and 160 is the radial there, and then the DME, we're about, I think, 2 miles from it.
I'll tell you, 5 Foxtrot,
Let's have a look and see how we're doing on our alignment.
122.7.
you see the numbers coming down now, so I think that means that we're getting closer to aligning on our position. So I'll leave it there. And figure out what else do I need to do. Let's look at a checklist. I guess we can start our APU. Can we get our fuel pumps on?
WestJet 14, information Foxtrot, cleared to Barcelona.
WestJet 14, clearance is going to change to your route, advise ready to copy.
We're ready, go ahead.
WestJet 14, cleared to Barcelona Airport by the Verdo.
Do some fire tests here.
VOR transition. Quebec 907. Bill, which is Mike India, India, Sierra. Vinci, which is Victor India, November, Sierra, India. Flight plan route, start runway 24 right, Fox
Here we go.
05.
Start it up. Hold it for 3 seconds, and EGT you can see coming up. We've already got the AC meter on APU, so when that starts showing electrical amperage, we can go ahead and put it on the bus.
WestJet 14, read back correct, data hotel, where you parked.
Okay, we'll get hotel, we're at Charlie 30.
Initial climb to 10,000 for the Dallas 4 departure.
Roger, have a good night.
Actually, we'll just go ahead and put it at cruise altitude, which was, what? 27,000.
Clearing Phoenix, Maple 7620, PDC 383 Hotel, we have called.
Maple 7620, clearance, read back correct, data hotel, contact 1.
And departure heading on runway is 176.5. So we're right there, lined up perfectly. So we'll follow a heading bug. Once we're clear of 1,000 feet, we'll turn towards the VOR. Once we intercept the VOR, then we'll switch it over to GPS here, and that should take us to our first waypoint on here. See, the number is still coming down. I think what we're looking for is about 5.
Jet 140 at this point, plan runway 24 right.
Only 24 right, thank you very much.
And so you can see we're generating electricity on the APU now, so put that on the bus. Double check. APU is on. External power is off. So we can get rid of
contact April 122.07. Section 122.27.
I am simultaneously excited and a little scared.
Evening clearance, FedEx 147 Heavy, identifier 383 November with hotel.
FedEx 1.
Why are my spoilers deployed?
And clearance, Air Canada 515, we have identifier 382 Alpha, and we have Aegis Golf.
Could be problematic.
Calling standby.
Clearance, good evening, Air Canada 155 Heavy on 124, negative PDC, ready copy.
Well, I guess we'll leave it there. Just hope that it resolves itself before we take off.
By the Avstep 4 departure, Rotman transition, flight plan route, depart runway 23, Buck 601.
I'll take their 630.
There we copy PDC, clearance, Air Canada 155 to Calgary, Toronto's runway 23, Avstep 4, Rotman transition, flight plan route, off 23, squawking 6301.
Canada 155, read back correct, Davis Hotel.
Alright, 05, that means I think we're aligned. Switch that over to ground. And tower is 120.3. Alright guys, I think we're pretty much ready to go. I mean, as ready as I'm going to be on this one. Let's see, what can we put on? Waypoints.
Hello, it's Air Canada 702, A151 Air Canada 702, push the 7 Echo tail west, call for taxi. 7 Echo tail west, we'll call you back, Air Canada 702.
I'm not sure how to read any of this stuff yet. So distance and time, what is this telling me? Well, Fingers crossed. Okay. This was speed bug at 234 IS mode with 230 knots. And I think we're good for startup here and ready to go. With that said, let's killer packs. Leave the bleeds on for now. So overhead, let's go. Number 3. N2 is rising. 20%.
Cat 791, push lane 8, tail west, call for taxi. Lane 8, tail west, local air, Canada 791.
Here's 20. Coming on up. Waiting for the low pressure light to go out and then we can start number 1. There we go.
Tractor 287 with short 142.
Delta 287, lane 5 to Charlie 40.
Lane 5, Charlie 40, tractor 287.
What is going on?
Tractor 287 with short 142.
Delta 287, lane 5 to Charlie 40.
Lane 5, Charlie 40, tractor 287.
Is this bugged out or what, man? What is going on with the spoilers here?
Canada 702, start up lane 8, and then back over to lane 7, hold the beam 130.
Lane 7, hold beam 138, Canada 1, turn 730.
Alright, apparently had the thrust reversers deployed somehow. Problem seems to be solved. Engines are all on, we're on the bus. Generation 1, 2, and 3, looking good. Put that on standby.
And then back over to lane 7, hold the beam 130.
87, hold beam 138, Canada 1,
Bus times. And we can turn off the APU.
1693, push back and start on Hotel 1.
1693, push tail north, call
Back,
for
back on.
Hotel North, call for taxi.
Close the APU bleed as well as the engine 2 bleed.
We're 1693, we'll see what we can do.
Thanks.
Alrighty. Boys and girls, I think we're ready to go. Taxi lights. Spoilers are not deployed. Double check. Back here. Thrust reversers. They're open.
1693, push back and start on Hotel 1.
I'm actually just starting.
1693, push tail north,
McFaddy
call
and
for
welcome.
taxi.
We're using the CIVA today, so this may go horribly wrong. The departure is a
We're 1693, we'll see what we can do.
VOR departure, but after we pass the first one, which is only 2 miles after takeoff, it's all up in the air whether or not we live or make it to our destination. So, fingers crossed. Flaps 20 takeoff. Do flight control check while that's working. And for elevator and rudder, you can see deflection down here. Everything looks like it's working properly. Flaps are set. RTO. Seat belts.
to stand by 1.
And windy. Go ahead and turn on the probe heat as well while I'm thinking of it, so don't forget.
Rouge 1640 to stand by 1.
Which one am I taking?
Aircat 791 here. Go ahead for 791. One of our own is on board there going for a special anniversary flight to Hawaii. Just wondering if you'd be able to make it a little memorable for us. Okay, what's the name? First name Dave, last name Urion. U-R-I-0-N. Dave Urion, let's see what we can do. Excellent, thank you. Over. Aircat 791 here. Go ahead for 791. One of our own is on board there going for a special anniversary flight to...
Alright, this is interesting. We're gonna cross the runway here, and then back taxi left.
Rouge 1640, give way to the Canada 737
off the
from right to
taxiway,
left, and then
crushing
push
some
the
landing
lane
lights.
8 tail to the west and call for taxi.
Okay, lane 8 and west, and we need a minute here, I guess, we gotta wait for the back end. Rouge 1640.
Okay, we'll cancel the push, let me know when you're ready, Rouge 1640.
Cancel the push about that, Rouge 1640.
Clear final.
Rouge 1640, give way to the Canada 737 from right to left, and then push lane 8 tail to the west and call for taxi.
Okay, lane 8 and west, and we need a minute here, I guess, we gotta wait for the back end. Rouge 1640.
Okay, we'll cancel the push, let me know when you're ready, Rouge 1640.
Cancel the push about that, Rouge 1640. Okay, we're in Rouge 1640.
1640 go?
Yeah, I guess we're good now.
Okay, push to 8 Charlie tail west, Rouge 1640.
8 Charlie, tail west, sorry about that, that's going.
priority lights. Outboards, inboards, taxis can come off, leave the floods off.
1640 go.
Strobes can come on. Beacon should have had on a long time ago, no big deal. Transponder TRA. Probe heat is on, window heat is on, and our action flaps are set. Spoilers are down. RTO. Let's go put this to flight. Double check. Number 2, bleed is off, packs are on, the Gasper fan off. And I think we're good to go. Switch that to tower. And our departure control at 123.9er. Alright boys, wish me luck.
1863, contact ground 1219.
129 Irish 1863.
A big long one, so we'll just keep it rolling here. 18 right on the pavement.
Tower Encore 3216, let's deploy.
Encore 3216 tower, company Q at a mile final, wind calm, clear to land, runway 24 left.
Good line 24 left, Encore 3216.
Alright, just below the EPR limit. There we go.
$80 knots. P1, rotate.
See ya. Ooh, forgot to put that on go around. There we go. Positive rate gear coming up.
Lima X-ray, Mike Charlie Echo, tower, wind calm, clear takeoff, runway 23.
X-ray, Mike Charlie Echo.
I'll actually start that turn towards the VOR here.
Lima X-ray, Mike Charlie Echo, tower, wind calm, clear takeoff, runway 23.
X-ray, Mike Charlie Echo.
Autopilot on. Help select, heading select.
Tower 4405, cleared.
And now we're past the VOR. So let's see if this works.
Extend yes with 1505, circle out, runway 24 left. 524 left, 4405.
Should be on. No.
Tower 4405, cleared rig visual.
It is not letting us choose.
4405, extend yes with 1505, circle out, runway 24 left. 524 left, 4405.
Encore 3405, exit Delta 2, cross runway 24 right. Encore 3405, exit Delta 2, cross runway 24 right.
I don't know. Position number 2, let's see if we can switch to it now.
529 on Delta,
April 10, 529,
It
tower.
has to be on the aux and nav for the CIVA to work.
Go runway, contact departure, airborne, lift takeoff runway 28. Series Center
mark, and we are clear for takeoff, runway 28, departure near,
Should be at 064, which is roughly where we're headed.
7529 on Delta, push short of 288.
April 10529 Tower, good evening.
Oh, might have to fly the GPS on, eh? Let's give that a go.
Contact departure airborne, 5th takeoff runway 28.
Clear check remarks, and we are clear for takeoff, runway 28, departure near,
Alright, it appears to be working. It is controlling the roll here. Let's see if the CDI deflection starts to come down. So I'm guessing this is our nav path right here.
Bridge 1806 Heavy Tower, 319 rolls, line up runway 23.
Well, yeah, after the 319, line up and wait 23, Rouge 1806.
Actually, let's see if it switches position to 1.
Jet 226, Simpson Tower, good morning, runway 30, wind 2709, altimeter 2978, clear to land, runway 30.
Land 30, 978, Jet 226.
Charge morning, Jazz 134 on the visual for 30.
Jet 134 on tower, runway 30 with 2707, altimeter 2990. Clear land, 30.
Charge morning, Jazz 134 on the visual for 30.
Jet 134 on tower, runway 30 with 2707.
We're going roughly the right direction. I can't tell if this is working or not, though. The deflection on the CDI is not coming down.
And Tower, good day, 4465, Island.
So switches to auto, maybe?
465, number 2, Dana Challenger, 1 mile final, continue.
Alright, we'll continue for 4465. Tower, good day, 4465, Island, 4 left.
465, number 2, Dana Challenger, 1 mile final, continue.
Alright, we'll continue for 4465.
CDI deflection is not coming down. Let's go to waypoint 2. We do insert there. Come on, hold. And back. Man, aren't we... I have no idea what's going on. We're kind of going in the right direction. We got the aux nav selected, which means that the CIVA should be working, but I don't know how to select and activate a waypoint. Run nav, even this warn button, which I can't clear. Waypoints. I don't know.
465, clear to land, runway 2 for left.
Clear to land 24 left, 4465.
Can do put the Little Rock VOR in there, so if worst comes to worst, we can just go 1139.
465, clear to land, runway 2 for left.
Clear to land 24 left, 4465.
I need a professional to help me here. Oh, that's right. Transition altitude.
465, keep a good speed to the Dana car traffic 5 miles final and traffic. Call the apron 1 off, 2207.
Okay, we'll keep the speed up and 2207 off 4465.
Well, we may or may not be heading to Little Rock. Kind of going in the right direction. None here. Definitely none in this cockpit. Get that turned off too. Boys, I don't know. Anyone know how to use a CIVA? What did I do wrong? Why is the warn light on? Why can't I dismiss it? So let's go.
West 18, 5th Street, cleared islands, runway 0 left approach.
Well, we're lost. Complete fail there.
West 18, 5th Street, cleared islands, runway 0 left approach. Runway 160. Heading 160, compass 6072. Good.
Reboot the airplane? Nah, we're not doing that. Should be able to pick up the Little Rock VOR. Let's see if that's coming in.
Jazz 189, 2000, completion on final. Jazz 257, turn right.
Negative.
Right turn direct to the 9 point to Jazz 257. Roger.
Tracking something, but for whatever reason the CDI deflection is not coming down.
The 2 van at 1,000 feet for the call for downtown.
Purpose 3029 identified. Number 3004. Clear total transit.
302, thank you. Tower, Harbor Express 302. We're just at the 2 van at 1,000 feet for the call for downtown.
Let's try.
Purpose 3029 identified. Number 3004.
Maybe I like misaligned the starting point or something.
Thank you.
Because the distance and time is way off. Let's try a different waypoint here. So 3341.5.
Express 309, North Samuel 1,500 with VOR
What did I do?
arrival. We have takeoff.
Source 309 target area identified. Open 3004 and cleared the VOR run.
Express 309.
Oh, okay, let's. Waypoint change. Insert. Alright, so now it should be going to waypoint 3. Maybe? Let's see, that should be roughly Toro.
409 with you visual. 49, 260, transfer line runway 263. 49, 260, transfer 19.
So it should be about 069 degrees, which is perfect. So I think it's working now, maybe. No, I think I've missed. I don't know. This is tricky business, but there's not, it's hard to tell when you don't have any sort of visible cue other than the CDI. It looks like we're going towards Otoro right now, though. Let's see if that gives us a DME.
Victor Tower, that's really going to fly direct to the tip of the jetty and then eastbound between the parallels from there for a right-hand approach to Patra.
Okay, we'll
Hotel Juliet Victor, Roger. As you're turning final for the pad, there'll be a couple of boat planes on the south side of the river to the left base to final landing this one.
Hotel Juliet Victor, Roger.
Not sure where we ended up. Is the CDI deflection coming down? Doesn't appear to be moving. Lined up on...
Irish 309, as you're turning final, there'll be a helicopter just on your right side. Capture.
Irish 309 will be looking.
Let's have a look and see if we can figure out where we're even at. Oh my god, yeah, we're going... definitely going the wrong way. Alright, so check this out.
Irish 309, as you're turning final, there'll be a helicopter just on your right side. Capture.
Irish 309 will be looking.
So we hit the first VOR, and I kind of were going the right direction. We should be heading this way now. Where is Little Rock?
Hotel Juliet Victor, circle east of the threshold 26.
There's Little Rock. And we're just going the straight up wrong direction. Well, I'm going to go to heading mode and see if we can pick up the view. See if we can salvage this. Let's go heading select.
Hotel Juliet Victor, circle east of the threshold 26 left, security, clear land, that's right.
Secretary, Unique Turbowater, Harbor Express 3044 to the west of Dory, 500 request midpoint for downtown.
Number 604, banks are identified at number 3004, clear Midwestern.
Harbor Express 304.
Double check, we got a Little Rock VOR here. 113.9er is on and active. Let's see if we're going in the right direction. Turns out I have no idea how to use CIVA. I'm gonna watch some more tutorials and come back for take 2 at some point. Should have been a failure Friday, because that was a pretty big fail. I felt so confident too. Let's see, Dallas Fort Worth Center. There you go. Now I'm not really sure how to even know where to start descending, unless we get a DME for Little Rock.
Delta 994-350 center, hello. I checked deviating left, possible enable.
Winds are 050 at 7. We'll take runway 4 left.
Morningstar 7062, descend flight level 280.
That's flight level 280, Morningstar 7062.
Let's see what the approach fix is. 2300, so we need to be at 2300. Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm doing. The localizer is 111.3. This is how we're going to do it. 111.3, 111.3.
JetBlue 994 in the territory positive.
Thank you, sir.
See if get a DM meters out of your nav. Where does it want to go? Yeah, we have no idea where we're going.
2 contact 132.57.
3257, 706, getting.
This wasn't a long flight. Let's see where we're at on the map. Some sort of distance measuring functionality and little nav map.
JetBlue 78350, good morning.
The views are nice. If we make it to Little Rock, though, that's going to be kind of a miracle. Or, I wonder if I can switch to the FMS in flight.
Hello, November 23 Charlie Kilo, flight level 450.
3 Charlie
Nah,
Kilo, getting.
that'd be cheating. We'll keep going. We'll see what happens. We'll be fine. Everything's fine. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. Wow, we are going fast. Slow down.
315. Flight level 290, we have a TF, like to request track APCOM for runway 12.
Carrier 572 Heavy into descent flight level 310.
Last words, man. It should have been pretty obvious that I had no idea what I was doing at the start of this stream.
Carrier 572 290, hello. Unit is Indiana Hamilton, proceed direct to APCOM at this time.
Okay, at a 30.
If I had to guess, I think that I probably aligned on the wrong position. I wasn't too sure about the
Thank you.
longitudinal coordinates that I put in there.
Carrier 572 clear to descent flight level 240.
Further descent to 240, Cargo Jet 572.
JetBlue 504, flight level 350. JetBlue 504, 350, hello.
Good evening, that is 2422 350.
That is 2422 350, sir, hello.
Alright, we're still kind of going in the direction of Little Rock. Later, McFaddy. Have a good one. See ya.
Carrier Jet 572, contact center 135.22. Good morning.
3562, Cargo Jet 572, good morning.
Cover Jet 574, heavy, flight level 390, requesting direct APCOM.
Roger, Jet 574, heavy, flight level 390, please direct APCOM on course.
Direct APCOM on course, Cover
So
Jet,
this is tracking. I think this is tracking the Little Rock VOR. How come I can't get that on my CDI?
Roger, Jet 574, descend when ready, flight level 240.
240, follow discretion, Cover Jet 574.
JetBlue 34, checking in 370, hello.
JetBlue 34, 370, center, good morning. Roger, Jet 584, contact center, 135.62 today.
Successful, Cover Jet 574.
Cargo Jet 574, affirmative, contact center, 135.62.
3562.
Center JetBlue 2578
JetBlue 2578 at 360, center, good morning. If needed for traffic, are you able 370?
Affirmative JetBlue 2578.
Okay, thank you, I'll let you know.
There we go. So now we're tracking the Little Rock VOR.
283 Charlie Kilo, contact center now, 119.37.
So let's do this.
119.37, Charlie.
Yeah.
That should get us back on this radial with the 055. What is that? So we're on the 235 radial from Little Rock. Alright guys, we know where we're at now.
JetBlue 878, contact center, 119er, decimal 37.
Facts, can we just get rid of the CIVA? I don't want to see it. Get out of here. Yeah, bitch. Try again, off stream, so I don't embarrass myself too bad.
Like some 20 degrees left of course for weather up ahead.
JetBlue 834, deviation left approved, procedure response on course, flight
Is this deflection coming down?
Left
No.
approved, direct response, when able, will advise JetBlue 34.
Thank you.
Take a close look, is it moving? It appears to be.
Hey, Center JetBlue 504.
I should make a right turn back
JetBlue 504, go
to
ahead.
course in a
Yeah,
second.
we'd like to try flight level 370.
JetBlue 504, climb level 370.
Climb maintain flight level 370, JetBlue 504, thanks.
JetBlue 2578, climb level 370.
Climb 370.
Oh, that's DB2, that's why.
2578.
DB1. Should put it on number 2, so 113. 9. There we go.
JetBlue 504, contact center, 119er, decimal 37, good day.
1937, good day, JetBlue 504.
When we're about, I guess, 75 miles, we'll start descending. That should get us down there in time.
20 miles, Airplane 34.
Okay, thank you.
A little sketch, but we know where we're going now.
At 1896, flight level 390, it's smooth.
Yeah, at 1896.
Start slowing down a little bit here.
Should we breeze smooth ahead and head up the plate?
Thank you.
And just in case, we'll get the ILS in for runway 4. This is 111.3.
JetBlue E34, contact center 119.37, good day.
1837, this is 834, good day.
It's already on the standby there. Noise.
Get out at 1896, proceed direct deposit on course.
Direct deposit on course at 1896.
Out select is on. Try to get for 2,500 feet per minute. Right on it.
JetBlue 20 is with you, 330.
JetBlue 20, flight level 330, center hello.
Go. Good day, this is Medevac Charlie Foxtrot, Yankee Lima Delta, we're 210 for 230, direct to Viva.
Yankee Lima Delta, climb level 280.
280, Medevac Yankee Lima Delta.
Minimum's 250.
People 7537, advise me of the field in sight, there will be parallel traffic to the north.
Field in place and west at Park Temple, sunrise.
Roger.
Alright, let's see what the weather's doing here. We got 0507 knots. So we'll continue with the runway 04 right. The one that I want to do? Or 04 left?
People 7537, advise me of the field in sight, there will be parallel traffic to the north.
04 left. Dumbass.
Field in place and west at Park Temple, sunrise.
Roger.
So it's 110.3. We went 0507 knots, visibility 10, no clouds reported, temperature 11, 2.7, precipitation none, altimeter is 3016. Put that down here on the standby. So we don't forget 3016. And the localizer for 04 left is 110.3.
1175, speed 170 knots.
Easy enough to switch.
Tower there, 118.35.
170, Noah Tower 1835, west at 1175, thanks.
Thanks.
Slow this down to about 2,000 feet per minute now. There we go. Make sure our total airspeed's coming down to its
Washington 1175, speed
is
170 knots to NOAA, contact tower there, 118.35.
170, Noah Tower 1835, west at 1175, thanks.
Good.
We got Little Rock approach 119.5.
Golf Pop, Mike, turn right heading 210, intercept 23 localized.
210, the heading to intercept, speed 23 localized, Golf Supplement.
Golf Pop, Mike, turn right heading 210, intercept 23 localized.
210, the heading to intercept, speed 23 localized, Golf Supplement.
So the Little Rock VOR is actually a lot closer to the airport than the approach is for the runway. So once we get to about probably 20 miles, go into heading mode. And then we'll switch to the localizer and see if we can pick that up.
Contact tower 1187.
Low transition altitude, so 3016.
Your 1715 arrival, thank you, descend to 8,000. It is 24 left.
Descend to 8,000 for 1750.
So it's slowing down big time here.
5,000, descend to 4,000. Version 73, Roger, follow 767. Turn right heading 150, reduce speed to 180 knots, and report from weight 23 intercept. Hey, right tail 150, runway inside west, shit 714. West shit 714, reduce speed to 180 knots. And spawn to 180, west shit 714. Boost 185,
April 7617, descend to 6,000.
6,000.
So this should be easy enough because we're basically coming to make straight in for runway 4. So we're going about 055 degrees right now. It's only a few degrees off runway heading. So again, 20 miles, we'll go... Oh, no, no, no. This is what I want.
Version 73, 170 knots. 170 knots, 73.
Start slowing down a little bit more.
Russia 1117, check that, climb to 4,000 feet. 4,000, runway head. Okay. And you never did follow the tower, I guess?
Alrighty, so we are good. We're below 20 miles, so we'll go to heading select mode. Switch this over to the localizer, and the approach heading is 047 degrees. We'll put that on the CDI. Make sure it's reading 203 or about right there. So this should show us our deflection for the runway, I believe, once we pick up the localizer.
Copy, 26, descend to 4,000.
Double check, get this over as well. 110.3.
Okay, level 4,000 by Davic, Cat 8.
Let's see if that'll track. nav and localizer.
Bridge 1886, turn left to Verco.
Left to Virgin over.
Triple 7661, turn left, heading 300 vectors to Verco for spacing, descend to 10,000.
Okay, left turn heading 300, descend 10,000, Maple 7661.
I'm actually going to make a circle here because we're pretty high still. Oh wait, no, I picked up the localizer, but I don't want to do that. Go back into heading mode, please. Thanks. Picked up the localizer about 5,000 feet high. We'll do a circle and come back around. Hopefully we'll be at the right altitude for it.
That was 638 uniform, the other field tank.
Affirmative, Tower 6.
Boy, this flight turned into a giant mess, eh?
Uniform, speed of 170 knots, clear to visual approach 24 left, turn left heading 270 knots.
270 is going clear to visual 24 left and slow to 170 Skywest 638 uniform.
Lord Volta, how do you do, buddy?
Turn left heading 060. I'm 060, that's
Doing well, thanks.
Skywest 638 uniform traffic 2 o'clock high and 8320.
Should be good for altitude now. A little bit more than 10 miles.
Contact tower 118.
Keep it coming.
170 QRX, traffic is sight, and tower there 118.35. That was 638 uniform.
Roger. Skywest 638 uniform, actually make a 160 on us.
160 to the marker, Skywest 638 uniform.
Alright, now let's go back to nav mode there. Start getting this set up for landing, that is us.
Like I said, left 17 heading 050. 050. There's 1594, descend 8000. Descend 8000, there's 1594.
.131 VREF.
617, descend to 4,000, left heading 330.
4,000 left 330.
And we got the glide slope. So we might still salvage this. The CIVA didn't work out for us. The VORs and radios, nav radios did. Go ahead and clear down.
Cat Force 3827,
Arm.
Tower 119.
Auto brakes.
Orbit Tower, thank you, Bill. Cat Force 3827.
The outer marker.
Sounds good.
I do like how old school this plane is, but I feel bad that I have no idea what I'm doing with the CIVA. Alright, coming up at 1,000. Flaps 30, and that'll be final flaps for us, and I'll take over from here. See ya.
Cat Force 3827, contact the tower 1190.
Order tower, next still, interest of 827.
There we go.
Sounds good.
This plane does not like to be slow either.
Encore 3404, your clear right hand visual runway 27, Frederick Airport.
Clear right hand visual 37, Frederick Airport, Encore 3404.
300. Minimum. Flight slow.
Yep.
Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow. 100. 50. 40.
Encore 3404, your clear right hand visual runway 27, Frederick Airport.
Clear right hand visual 37, Frederick Airport, Encore 3404.
Encore 3404, under contact Frederick Tower on 1190.
19 Encore 3404.
There should be a north cargo area over here somewhere. Turn the strobes off. Switch that to ground control. Transponder go to standby or on, I guess. Window heat. Probe heat.
Encore 3464, with you, Golf.
Switch you to ground.
ground, 6 laps, altimeter 29er, 82 is X-ray, wait for the western 37 off
And we'll start the APU.
Bravo, short Bravo.
Right, give way to the 37 on our left then. Bravo, Ultra Bravo,
I guess that is the cargo area. It's gonna be too big for these boys.
Encore 3464, with you, Golf.
Core 3464 ground, 6 laps, altimeter 29er, 82 is X-ray, wait for the western 37 off the right, center left and Bravo, short Bravo.
Right, give way to the 37 on our left then. Bravo, Ultra Bravo,
Shed 936, ground 1219.
What 9?
Shed 709, contact ground 1219.
709 or West 709.
936, ground 1219.
What 900?
Westshed 709, contact ground 1219.
709 or Westshed 709.
That'll do. Good enough for us. Alright, engines off. Turn our beacons off.
936, contact the Delta, cross runway 33.
Delta, cross earth range of 936.
Okay, guys, check out that landing. Oh, get out of here.
Encore 3404, roger, contact bus.
See if you can see it from this angle, but if you get about 10 knots over your VREF, it just starts sinking really quickly. Like it gets unstabilized. So you basically need to keep the speed up and keep the nose down, and then once you get towards the runway, I guess, you start to bring it up for your round out super early. Pretty decent landing though, all things considered. And it was in Little Rock, so that's win-win. The Wayne's World view. See how close we were to the center line on that one. Yeah. One more of the wing view and we'll call it a day.
Taz 604, slow further now to 170 knots. Approach clearance here momentarily.
170 knots.
Cub Addicts, what's up, man? How you doing?
Taz 604, slow further now to 170 knots. Approach clearance here momentarily.
170 knots.
Doing pretty well. Oh, you missed a rough one, man. We started with the CIVA, and I just totally effed that up royally. I had no idea how to use the CIVA, so we had to go back to use VORs to get here.
Descend to 4,000. Down to 4,000, 36
Just got rid of everything. Fuck it. Alright guys, as per usual, I'll let it run to engine shutdown. Thanks for hanging out. Sorry we couldn't get the CIVA to work, but we did make it to Little Rock in one piece, which is good. Salvaged it. We didn't die. See ya maybe tomorrow. Guys, take it easy. See ya.